to the channel USDT Masters. So we'll be continuing with the USDT Masters course on time precision trading. So we've looked at chapter 1 where we spoke about the daily, the weekly cycles. We looked at chapter 2 where we spoke about the key levels. We looked at chapter 3 where we spoke about the zones, and now we'll be looking at chapter 4. So in total it's 7 chapters. So now we'll be looking at chapter 4, where chapter 4 deals with the support and resistance based on time precision trading. So as you see, chapter 4, the power of time precision, resistance and support. As you know, I'm not gonna go through the full book word by word, so I'll always encourage you guys to also get your book. We've already gotten, I think, 30 people have bought the book, and we've been hearing good news over good news over good news. So the book is truly helpful, and I'm glad that people are seeing the value of time precision trading. So I'm just gonna be explaining it again. So as I said, if you have the book, good for you, I'm proud of you. So make sure that you use the video plus the book. You're indeed going to excel and see the market in a totally new and different way. So as I said, I'm not gonna read everything, but let me try and see what I can read on. So let me skip that part. By examining the example that follow, you will observe noteworthy pattern USDT. Okay, resistance lines once established tend to be rejected at consistent temporal intervals. For instance, if a resistance line is rebuffed at 15 o'clock, there is a probability that the resistance will be face a similar rejection at the 15 o'clock candle. Okay, so what that means, it just means that if a resistance, so make sure you check your time. So if a resistance was rejected maybe at 15 o'clock or 10 o'clock or 11, no matter the time, we rejected a place and we got back. But if you check the time of that candlestick, you see that, okay, that was at 3 o'clock. There is a very high chance that it might come back the following day and retest that same area at the exact same time again at 3 o'clock. So that's mostly how that strategy goes about. Finding a resistance and support, but not just ending there saying that's my resistance, but trying to also understand what time did it reject there, because there might be a similarity the following day that we reject that very same place at the very exact time. So, but let's see the examples. So if you don't know what is a support and a resistance, this picture just shows you. A resistance is a place where market struggles to break fully. So it will break just a bit but come back for sell. It broke just a bit but came back for sell. So it's a place where market can go above. And support, it's a market, it can't break below it. As you can see below here, this is a support. So time precision trading goes beyond that. So we all know, as I said, if you don't know what is your support, what it is, how to get a support, how to find the resistance, all those things, those are basics. So I don't usually cover basics. I cover time precision. So you have to know your basics before you can understand time precision perfectly. And that is why I usually say, if you know a bit of your ICT, if you know a bit of your SMC, market structure, all those stuff, if you know them, time precision trading is just like I don't know, a spice, you know, like just that taste, that flavor that puts your trading to the next level. So this is just this support and resistance. I'm not gonna read there, I'm gonna skip it. So I want us to quickly jump into the examples. So this is the first example. So if you check here, I separated the days. So this was a Tuesday, this was a Wednesday, and this was a Thursday, this was a Friday, and I used this light blue lines As you can see, these are light blue lines that show the different days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I use the 3-hour time frame. And if you check here, this is a clear resistance level, as you can see, a support level, because market rejected there, came back, rejected there, rejected there again, then rejected there, then finally broke, then came for a retest, as you can see, then continue for sales. But that's not enough. That's not enough. So as much as you can see that this is a support, we use now time precision trading, and we try to understand at what time did we reject that support level. And if you check this candlestick, it was at 3 o'clock. And again, it came again to retest that very same area at what time? At 3 o'clock. It came again to reject that same area at what time? At 3 o'clock. Understand? So that's where time precision comes in. Now you will know the exact time when market is going to reject that area just by looking at the previous resistances at that area and checking the time, what time they reject that place. It's easy as that. So I just haven't explained it again. In the image above, we observe a distinct pattern tied to a specific time. As you saw, the time is 15 o'clock. So let's check one more example, and then we're going to jump into the charts. So another one here. So as you can see, I drew a horizontal line there, and these are my days: Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So here might be Monday, Tuesday, just like that. And we see our support line there, our resistance right there, and we see market rejecting once, rejecting twice, 3 times, 4 times. So now we check the time. So as much as we see the resistance, okay, we see it, we reject at that particular time, at particular place. But moreover, let's check the time. So we checked that the first area was rejected at 12 o'clock. The second area rejected at 12 o'clock. The third area rejected at 12 o'clock. The fourth area rejected at 12 o'clock. Understand? So that's where time precision trading comes in. Once you spot your support, once you spot your resistance, what do? You check the time. What time do we? So that you can know the exact time for you to enter that particular trade. So yes, thank you. So let's quickly jump into the chart. So this was I think last year, 2023, or when, I don't remember, but now we're going to what's happening now in 2024. So yeah, let's go into the charts. Yeah, welcome back to USDT Masters, and we're gonna be looking at the charts. So as I said, it's very important to separate your days, because you want the but no, I already separated my days using these dotted lines. I don't know if they are visible, these dotted lines. So I use them to separate my days. And I see a nice head and shoulder here, guys. Oof. And I see a nice head and shoulder. I was waiting for this entry here, but today we're doing lessons. So if you can check here, this was a Monday and this was a Tuesday. And then Monday created a high, and then we check the time. So it was at 3 o'clock. So let me note it down. And we saw market selling, then coming back to retest it, back again. Guess the time? What do you think the time is? Correct. 3 o'clock, yes. So it came back to retest that very same area at the very same time. So this resistance, we give it a name. It's called the 15 o'clock resistance. Meaning if 15 o'clock manages to come back there again, what is going to happen? It's going to resist, right? And then it's going to keep vessels until a different time comes. Easy. So now let's look at this area here, at below here, this area there. So we see 12 o'clock. We see 12 o'clock there. The low was at 12 o'clock. Let's note it down. Was at 12 o'clock. And then guess what came there as a support? Guess the time. Correct, 12 o'clock. So if we check the candlestick that rejected here for buys was the 12 o'clock. Was 12 o'clock. Easy, easy, yes. So now let's check other resistances. As you can see how it works, it must reject this again the following day. So if it takes a long period of time, the chances of it working become slimmer and slimmer. So make sure that if it became at 12 o'clock the low, it must come back at 12 o'clock for the low. And we see that we have 12, so we might be looking for 12 again to reject. So, and then understand me. So as you can see, this is 12 in the afternoon for me. So it's 12 in the afternoon, this is 12 in the afternoon. But even if 12 at midnight comes there, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't matter which 12. Could be the midday or afternoon, whatever. But as long as it's 12, it doesn't matter which 12. Yeah, that's what you should know. Even here, it doesn't matter which 3. Between the afternoon or 3 at night, doesn't matter. So let's check below here. Let's check below here. So if we check here, this was 18 o'clock. This was 18 o'clock. So I'm not gonna say anything. I want you to tell me what rejected on the right. Correct. It was 18 o'clock. Easy as that. So if you check this candlestick, that gave us a strong pull back. This was a very strong one, I won't lie. This was a strong pull, but we saw a rejection. It came back there, and then that was 18 o'clock. That was 18 o'clock. And then let's check this 3 days one. Let's check this 3 days one. Okay. So we saw a resistance there, 1, 2, 3. So I want us to choose this one. So this was, what's the time here? This was 9 o'clock. So as I said, it doesn't matter which 9. It can be 9 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock in the evening, in the morning, doesn't matter. So if that was 9 o'clock, so what do you think rejected there the next day? Correct again. You understand the strategy. You understand it very well. So 9 o'clock came to retest. Correct. So that was my 9 o'clock. But check, this one is 9 o'clock in the morning. Does it matter? No. So it doesn't matter if it's 9 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock at night, it doesn't matter. And then now, what do you think rejected here on this one here? What do you think rejected there? 9 o'clock again. Let's check. No, you are wrong. So it was 3 o'clock. And in the book, I explained this. These are called time precision cycles. So I'm not going to explain it now due to time, but I encourage you again, make sure you purchase the book. So let's continue. This is a time precision cycle. So I'm gonna make a way for you to figure it out on your own. Yeah, and if you have the answer, just comment it below saying I figured it out why it rejected there at 3 o'clock. Very easy, but yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, so let's check here. So again, it created a low on this day, which was a Tuesday, and then this is the following day. So if this is 3 o'clock, the low here was 3 o'clock. Yes, if the low is 3 o'clock, we have a rejection there. Let's see, we saw a break in market structure, and then we came to retest. So what do you think, what's the time that rejected there? It came for a retest. What's the time? Correct. 15 o'clock. So let's check. Yes, as you can see, what came back to give us a retest at that area was 15 o'clock. Look at you predicting the future here. Look at you. Look at you. So as you can see here, we got this area there, and we saw some retest. So this was 18 o'clock. This was 18 o'clock. 18 o'clock. So what do you think came to retest back again there at that area? 18 o'clock. Okay, let's check. Let's check. Yes, it was indeed 18 o'clock. Came back to retest and failed to break, giving us sales 18 o'clock. So that's the strategy. That's the strategy. Easy as that. Easy as that. And then many resistances. Easy as that. Finding a resistance and just checking what is the time that it rejects. So if you can check again here, the low previous day was at 9, came the next day at 9. So just like that, that's how the strategy works, finding resistance and matching it with a particular time. So 9 again there, as you can see. 9 o'clock. See 9 and oh, this is 9 in the morning for me. For me it's morning. But yeah, still it's 9 o'clock. And then here it was a time cycle, a time pair. I call them time precision pairs. So this was a time precision pair. As I said, if you have figured it out, just type on the group, how is it that when 9 o'clock rejected that area, 3 o'clock will come and rejected that area. So we saw it here, and we also saw it, where did we see it? We also saw it here. This was also 15 o'clock here. So we also saw it here. So this is called a time precision pair. Do you understand it? Do you think you figured it out? My problem solvers. Who are the problem solvers here? So I'm gonna end the lesson there. I hope you understand it. But if you are a bit confused, you can comment saying something you don't understand. You want me to go through it again. But I think I've made it as easy as possible. Just thank you for watching and stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna have the next lesson, chapter 5, and then we'll only be left with 2 more lessons and we're done. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure don't miss the subscription. Subscribe.